Every day on my way to school, I passed a giant sequoia. On sad days, I sat beneath its branches and contemplated the world. On rainy days, it covered me with its needles and protected me until the rain stopped. 35 years later, I returned to visit the same sequoia that had first protected me beneath its branches. The bracken fern was a soft bed in the forest. Its delicate fingers possessed a quiet mathematical elegance, and its baby fronds curled like a fetus waiting to greet the world. It brushed gently against my arms, a lush, gentle giant. What struck me most about the trillium was its improbability. It struggled to bloom, taking years before its first flower ever emerged. Its 3 petals were strange, almost alien. Yet in the right places, it proliferated in a celebration of life. To discover a forest carpeted with trilliums felt like finding a hidden pot of gold. Buttercups were the happiest flower, small and shiny and face open in the morning sun. They awakened to the world in the spring and foretold the coming of warmer days. A perfect gathering of voluptuous little purple bells, the grape hyacinth seemed both a humble weed and a tiny luxury flower. It never looked like a wildflower to me, yet it grew alongside the daisies and dandelions, as though it too was unaware of its own royalty. The daisy was young, powerful, feather-soft joy. It tickled my fingertips and became crowns for my head. It bloomed everywhere, even in the most forgotten of places. Sometimes the daisies were pink or lavender instead of white, and whenever I found one, I felt as though I had discovered something wonderfully rare. The wild rose always represented true beauty to me. Not the deeply colored, lush blooms of the florist, but the simple, unassuming flowers growing quietly along the trail. Their delicate pink petals, surrounding a bright burst of yellow at the center, filled me with a sense of wonder. The tiger lily was the most startling flower I knew. It seemed almost tropical, delicate, like so many Pacific Northwest wildflowers, yet impossibly bright. Too bold, too daring. It felt more like something from a fairy tale than a forest. Even after seeing it many times, I was always surprised whenever it appeared beside the trail as I wheeled through the Oregon woods. Queen Anne's lace grew like a delicate child among the tall, dry grasses. It showed off without ever meaning to, too elegant for its surroundings, like a tiny handmade masterpiece, humble at the edge of the woods. At its center, if you looked closely enough, you might discover a single dark little flower, not an imperfection, but a secret. The tall, proud, steadfast fernleaf yarrow always stood too far away on my wanderings. Beyond the creek and the blackberry bushes, it bobbed gently in the wind, painting the autumn grasses with the colors of fall. The dandelion had several magical, hidden gifts. First, its golden pollen became paint for my drawings. Second, there was milk inside its stem. And third, its seeds became wishes. Like the lion whose name it bears, it stood proudly in the grass, returning again and again despite every attempt to erase it.